Hey everybody, Liz Edwards here. Thank you so much for joining me in this week's newsletter where I'm going to be talking a lot about, if you'll see below in this newsletter, I'm going to share with you guys some produce that is in season for the month of July. And all this means is that this is a great time for you to purchase these items and go ahead and prep them and maybe freeze them for later. But the reason we want to buy in season is because it's going to be cheaper, which means your grocery budget is going to thank you for that. But it also means that it's at its ripest, it's at the best that it's going to be nutritionally. And so if you can go ahead and purchase those, whether you think that you're going to use them or not, you can always freeze them. And I can give you some great tips. I'll be sharing those about freezing and then thawing later to make sure that they still stay fresh and they still taste good. So you're going to see that below. You're also going to find a recipe that includes a seasonal produce item for you. But what I want to talk about in this is meal planning. And there's so many different steps that I can give you, but one of the most important things that I try to teach people is that you have to know your schedule when it comes to meal planning. When you sit down to meal plan for the week or for the month or however you do it, if you don't know your schedule, the 80-20 rule, what does it look like 80% of the time? Obviously, there's going to be times where things sort of come up last minute and you work around those. But if you don't at least know your schedule for the majority of the week, then you're really planning for no reason. So sit down right now, get out a pen and paper, get out your calendar, and figure out what does my family have going on this week so I can plan around it. It may mean that you're going to have leftovers a few times this week. Or it may mean that you're in such a hurry that you're going to have to grab that Shakeology for dinner as you're headed to a meeting, as you're headed to church, or whatever it looks like for you and your family. But know what your schedule is, at least what it's going to be about 80% of the time, so you can plan around that. If you're not sure what your week looks like, maybe you don't know if this certain plan that you have is going to actually evolve into anything, or you're just really not, you're sort of last minute spontaneous people. That is okay. That just means that the meals that you plan have to be ones that can be easily used as leftovers, or you can throw them in the freezer and pull them out at a later time if you're not able to use them that week or that day. Know your schedule. If you have any questions about that, if you're just not really sure how to meal plan in general, or how to get on a budget with your meal plan, then reach out to me, email me. I would be more than happy to help you with that. That is sort of my specialty. I've mastered this whole meal planning on a budget business, and that's what I want to hand off to you guys and help share the wisdom with. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind, below I have posted a quick survey, a short one, where I want to get some information from all of you of how I can best serve you coming this fall. Some things that I want to provide for you guys, whether it's meal plans or more recipes, or how to schedule out whenever the school year starts. Sort of what are some hangups that you have when it comes to your personal fitness and nutrition that I can help you with, so you can stay on track, so you can not get off whenever the craziness starts, as maybe your kids are going back to school or you're starting back to work, or whatever your season of life looks like. So if you guys wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate you taking maybe about 3 to 5 minutes and filling that out. I would appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you guys soon.